How's it going? Everything working? St. Patrick's Day, and I am in a house full of little pinchers. So if I don't wear something green, they'll come after me. How's it going? Day number 2. Day number 2 of my COVID-cation? Coronation? Coronation. That sounds good. I like that. Coronation. I just made that up. It's my own. You guys can use it if you want to. How's it going? China is closed, like completely closed. Like, wait a minute. Explain yourself, Will. Like, are they still sending stuff? Because if they aren't sending electronics, we are really screwed. Like, I can do without toilet paper, but I cannot do without electronics. Sam's here. Yahoo! How's it going, everybody? Jerry's here. Thomas. All right. I'm here. All right. What's up? How's it going, everybody? Ole. You were just thinking about me. Did you see I was first? I got the first comment today. I don't know if that's cheating. I think it kind of is. Since I have like 30 seconds before you guys even get any word. Hola, hola from Mexico. Bienvenido. Need a doctor's opinion about the worldwide situation, and I trust you. Oh boy. I'll tell you what I think. Would you have a specific question? China is really closed? No way. Modules are very slow. They haven't been making them. No employees to work during the Chinese New Year. Major delays. Wow. Ay, ay, ay. Ay, ay, ay. I think I'm going to go to Amazon today and stock up on everything. Hello from your clinic office, Jim. Xander with me tonight before he goes to bed. Oh, good, Cy. Hi, Xander. How's it going, buddy? Instead of food and bullets, they go after TP. Something's wrong. Everybody's inside today. Sorry to squirrel, but how can I set a default color in wLED on startup? They always turn on orange. Yeah, Robert, we can do that. Watch this. Dun, 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 dun. Let's see which one. What's the number of mine here? I think what they actually want you to do, are you using 9.1? Does this count as touching my face? I guess it probably does. Dang it. I believe, let's see, go into config, and I think it's in user interface. No, LED setup, LED preferences. Yeah. Right here. Oh, nope, it's gone. Oh, here. I think this is what they want you to do now. So you want to set a certain preset at boot. The way the color is set up, I thought that was in this one. I think it's probably because I have this in here. Is that gonna change that? No. Anyways, there's on this page here somewhere in one of these settings, you can find it. It doesn't take a lot of work. You can find it, and you just put in the 3-digit color code. You know, there's like 0 to 256 or 255, I think. 255 for each color, red, blue, green. And what he has set as the default is like 255 red and 120 or whatever, 170 something, 172, whatever, as the green, and then 0 blue. And that's why it looks orange. So if you want to change it, you just change that. Maybe what I need is some Kleenex. Is it in the macros? Maybe. No. You know what? Maybe it's in a, let me see, what are some of my other. All right, Robert, you got it. You give it a shot and you let us know. Discord attachment. What do you got there? Will? What do you got there? If I press this, what's going to happen? Yes. I'll just reach over. So if I got to itch my nose, I got to itch my nose. No, I actually was looking at this. Did you see this on Google when I opened up Google for the first time today? Wash your hands. Cough into your elbow, which I've done for a long time. That's good. Cough into my elbow. That way you're not coughing on your hands. A lot harder to touch somebody with your elbow. Don't touch your face. Stay more than 3 feet apart. That's interesting. We've actually got neighbors now that they're not gonna come see anybody. The kids aren't playing or nothing. I don't know. You can touch your face all you want, just don't touch my face. Deal. Oh man, oh manski. All right, hello Turkis. Is that from Turkey? How's it going, man? Also, if you can take a look today on my progress on Grossy integration that I'm working on. Ooh, you will see the homebrew letters, but I guess you'll get the idea. Cool, yeah, we can take a look. We looked at that yesterday. And drink a quarantini. All right, I cannot pronounce that. Those are awesome. Is that what letters are those? What alphabet is that? That's awesome. Anyways, let's do this because it's my favorite. Has a sign on every other chair saying that they are not allowed to sit right next to each other. Wow, that's crazy. But that's good. That's fine. Did you back up before? No. Hey, Renee, I was going to just do that right now. I was going to do it. I just opened up Proxmox here, and I thought we could go through that again since it didn't work yesterday. Maybe it'll work today. If it doesn't work today, I know I'll be fine. Because I can always just, it won't be so bad that I need the whole Proxmox redone. I just go back to Home Assistant because that's what I did last time. All right, so let's see. Back up. Back up now. Local, fast, no email. That's it. Okay, we'll watch that go. Home Assistant Ninja. Whoa. It did say something. I can't remember what it said. So we'll see it again today. From Slovakia. Fantastic. I'll say this is here. How's it going, buddy? How to resist the urge to lick each other. I know it's so hard, right? Father Time's here. What's happening? Oh, you know what? Would you go down and you want to go take a picture of, or take a little couple second video of what I did today on the fenders and stuff?
Oh.
Just like less than a minute. Just go down and do. What have you been eating? What? Cheetos? Go take a little video of some of the fender stuff. It doesn't have to be much. Just show the stuff I did. The stuff I did today, yeah. The paint stuff, yeah. All right. Bug update. I knew Father Time was going to ask. That's why I just sent Dawson down. So what I did today, actually, that was the first thing I did. I got up this morning and I washed and scrubbed and wire brushed out the insides of the fenders. And then because I'd already done that to the wheel wells on the body of the car. So I today finished the fenders, washing them and stuff, prepping them up. And then I got out my paint, my rust sealer paint, and I painted all the insides of everything. So, and I like that stuff. That rust proof paint. I like the idea of that. I'm going to paint that stuff in a lot of places. So, all right, just finished the last stream and here to do another. Is that the red lantern symbol? Is that what that is? Looks cool. Greetings from Turkey. Thanks for being here. Likey. Hit that like button. Yeah, that like button isn't going to smash itself. Nice, Seamus. Thanks, brother. Yes, and for those of you that missed it, this is St. Patrick's Day, and I have little monkeys running around the house, and if I don't wear some green, I'm gonna get pinched. Want to become famous? Buy followers, primes, and viewers on followinbot.com. Well, thanks, Chris. I could buy viewers. That would be great. I could be famous, but I'd be poor. I have not been live more than 15 minutes. Yeah. I think if you do uptime, it'll tell you also. Let's look at something while we're waiting for this, because that's going to take a few minutes. I should have started it earlier, but I was in the shower and stuff. Vanessa's here. How's it going? All right. Let's go look at, I was spending some time last night. Oh, good. All right. We got this now. You took some pictures of it? Oh, good. And a little video. Oh, perfect. All right, let's see if I can send this to, where can I send this? Maybe I can send it to Discord. Let's see, Discord. Would you go pull on that door a little bit? Dropkick Murphy is doing a free online show for St. Patrick's Day. Oh, cool. Share in DrZzs. Post. All right, we'll have a little video there in a second, but basically it's just showing you this black rust-proof paint that I put in there. It's pretty awesome. Famous, no need to buy. We're going crazy here in Ohio. 5 days cooped up with kids. Yeah, I'll bet. Well, I've had 2 days so far with kids, and we're doing pretty good, aren't we? I'm doing good. They had to start doing schoolwork today. How's it going, Ronan? Sachi. Hey, Sachi. You're right. It has been a while. Corona bandana. Yeah, this is for, so I can wipe my nose. This is my hanky. Actually, this is one of those family things, like a tartan. Tartan, I think they call it. Big tartan. Tell me, those Scottish of you out there. My husband is worse than the kids. Yeah, I think me being home is usually worse than the kids. Because I go crazy if I don't have something to do. But fortunately, that's really not usually a problem. Like, I can find things to do. It has been canceled for the rest of the term starting tomorrow, so got to force myself to work at home and not get distracted by Home Assistant. Am I in China? No, sir. Yes, tartan is my wife's Scottish. It's my grandpa on my mom's side. Is 107 out of beta yet? No, it's not. But the plan is, Darren, to go ahead and look at, because it's like, I think it might be tomorrow. We were talking about it yesterday. Nasty tie. Hanky and sweatband in one. And these don't get washed very often, you know that. But this is actually not a bad, it's actually keep it kind of handy. Wasn't thinking of that. If it gets bad, I'll have to rewire the house one more time. Oh my gosh, I already did it once. Gee, wow. Let's see. Amazon Prime members, you can use free Twitch. Oh, subscribe to Doc. Okay, that's awesome. Yes, that's true. That is true. If you have a Prime, Amazon Prime, if you're not using your free Twitch subscription, help a brother. 318 for 107. Yeah, so tomorrow, right? So we'll kind of get a little preview. We'll look at the beta stuff today. But what I wanted to talk about, well, let's see how this is doing. 85%. We're not going to get too much time to talk about, but I was looking at, remember somebody was asking about Hyperion, the lighting system. So what I found that I thought was very good was a Great Scott video from several years back. And I want to just look at his, project information, wire diagrams, go to the instructables. Yes, that's what I want. So what I'm gathering about this, all right, Sam Phoenix is following. Oh, because now you went to Twitch. Nice. Well, you get this. Even though you've already been subscribed, you still get this. When math becomes so confusing. When did math become so confusing? So this, I'll share this video with you guys because I think this is actually quite good. So what I've discovered, what I've learned about Hyperion in the last couple of days, once paid for them to change the name to Budweiser Fire City. I think that is smart. Thank you, Sachi. Yeah, I think it is smart. I think they should change it to Budweiser. That's why they're really pushing for calling it COVID-19. Call it COVID-19. Because nobody wants to call it Corona. At the same time, though, it's not like anybody really thinks that the virus has anything to do with the beer. They should be loving it. Because how many times a day were people saying Corona prior to this? Like never. So now it's on everybody's mind. So people who drink beer someday are going to be like, you know what? I never did try Corona. I'm going to try Corona. Lord Sparhawk. That's an awesome name. Unicorn time. I've been buying parts for my DIY Ambilight for ages. I need help getting it up and running though. Okay, Darren, perfect. I want to do it. So I think the Rona. I think we're going to do it soon. Yes, they did. They were dumping it out the drain. Really? Well, that's just silly. But I guess people have been doing silly things. I think it would be good marketing, but I guess not. What do I know? That's why I'm not a marketing guy. Tastes like puke. I don't think I've ever tasted Corona. I don't think so. All right. Anyway, so let's go back here. So Hyperion is the software that takes some video input and converts it to something that the LEDs can understand, and then they will mirror or match the light colors that are on the screen by pushing something behind the screen, right? By projecting their lights behind the screen. So that's what Ambilight did, I guess, right? Like Philips maybe came up with the official Ambilight, and I guess it cost too much. I don't know. Because they raided the grocery store for all the Dr. Pepper. Yeah, I got like 10 2-liter bottles, so I should be good for a week. So what I've learned in the last little bit of researching Hyperion is you've really got two ways to set it up. One, you can use the Raspberry Pi and some kind of software like Kodi, or there's a couple others where you're basically running your video feed out of the Pi. So it can at the same time figure out what to do with the lights with Hyperion and send that out the GPIO pins. Okay. So that for that kind of situation, you'd have to have, or you can do it on a regular computer probably too, but Pi of course has the GPIO pins anyways. So you send out the video out the Pi HDMI output, and that goes to your TV. And then the lights connect to some GPIO pins on the Pi, and there you go. And those things will match. But I don't think most of us, I mean, if you have like a Kodi Pi or something like that you use, or whatever it used to be called, Xbox Media Center or something, there's probably others. If you watched your videos and whatever through that, then that's great. That's fine. That should work fine. But I don't. And I think a lot of people probably don't. And so this tutorial here that Great Scott did, he uses this guy. This is a input. The video feed goes in here and then to a USB. So it's basically like those old-fashioned RCA to USB video capture cards. That's what it is. If you put you connect your, well, you've got to convert your input here. You got to convert it to RCA, and then RCA comes here and goes into this thing, and then that USB goes into the Pi. That makes sense? And then from there, it goes out to the lights. That's how he does it. And that's how I want to do it. And you basically have a splitter. This is a splitter. So you've got your HDMI coming in from whatever, and one of these feeds comes out and goes to your screen, and the other one goes out to this, which then goes to these and to a USB. Basically, you're taking one of these feeds, HDMI to USB, so you can input it into the Raspberry Pi. In this case, he's using a Pi Zero, which is great because I have an extra Pi Zero, so I think that's what I'm going to start with. I have one that has the camera thing broken on it, so I'm going to use that. And then from there it goes out to his LEDs. And then I think he used LEDs. He used 4-pin individually addressable LEDs. I'm going to use 3s, obviously, the 3-pin kind that we've been using for a while. So, and somebody's comment about it being outdated, very true. Like, I have hardly seen any new tutorials on this. This one is from 2016. So yeah, I'm sure there's going to be some outdated information. So that's why we're going to have to just sort of sort it out and figure it out. Yes, Zaria said that. It's outdated. Also tried to get it working multiple times. When it works, some update will break it again. Oh dear. Okay. Well, hopefully we get it working. Does anybody have it working solidly that would be willing to pass on some information? We can even chat. If we want to try and do it live, we can do it live, or we can chat offline, and then we can prepare everything and we can use it do it on a stream. Because I think it's pretty dang cool, and we're all sitting around with nothing to do but projects for a while. So let's do something fun. I think this would be a good one. Check out Cultography on YouTube. He has an amazing Ambilight setup. Ooh, let's check him out. And it's very particular on the video USB capture module. That's right, the chipset. Very true. And so one of the things I wanted to do, let's see how this is doing. Ah, man, here we go again. Okay, well, let's look at that error in a second. But one of the things I wanted to do was to look at which adapter to get and get it in the mail. Let's buy it and get it in the mail so that they can. Cultography. Is this what he uses? Automate cheap RGB? $1.2 million views. My RGB apartment. Wow. Explained. He does have a lot of RGBs. Man, he's got some seriously huge views on some of his videos. Wow. Oh, I think I've watched this, or at least I set it to my to be watched. That's crazy. Isn't that crazy? He's got three videos with over 1 million, some other fun stuff that he's done apparently. But he's got three videos with over 1 million views each, and 50,000 subscribers. All right, so which one is this? This is Amazon and Google. Which one is the one? Which one is the one that has the Ambilight? That doesn't look like it's Ambilight. This one definitely does. Does he have it explained in here somewhere? Touched my nose. Some of us are still working. Well, good, Pinky. I will be working again tomorrow. I believe I once saw a version of Raspberry Ambilight based on a webcam instead of a video capture device. But that was a very long time ago, yeah. Second one. This one. See what he says in his description. Nothing. It's got a cool logo. Woof, that's messy. It's got a cool little symbol up there too on his. So come on, show that. So is this what he did? This is only 2 minutes and 45 seconds. He can't show very much of how he did it. That thing's cool as heck. That's cool too. Wow. Automated blinds. This guy's got it. What? Man. How often does he put up videos? Because he looks like he's got some cool stuff. Yeah, I didn't see it. That must have been the one. Was there an invisible man in the background? Wow, he doesn't put them up very often, does he? Working from home, not too much getting done. DrZzs is on. It's my fault. Could you not use an HDMI capture card? A little more pricey, but saves you having to convert. You probably could. Yeah. Yep. And maybe we should look at that. Where I work, everyone is off work. Well, HDMI capture card, but we're talking about a Pi, right? Running it on a Pi, because you have to have some GPIO output. So it has to, doesn't it? Or can it? It might be able to do it wireless. Is that how somebody was talking about wLED? Too many squirrels. I don't like. Oh, WFH. What's WFH? Too many squirrels. I've got a lot of squirrels going on today. Does Elgato offer support for a Pi? That's a good question. I don't know. Looking at, like, the Xbox just turned on. It's one of them. That's okay. We'll find it. Oh, working from home. Too many squirrels. Yeah, I got you. Yeah, I got you. Yep. Everyone is off working from home except IT. We're still at the office. Sorry, brother. So how do we do this when we play everything on Plex app on a Roku TV? Only input is Wi-Fi. Yeah, I don't think you can. I don't know. You might. No. Yeah, I don't think so. That's interesting. You might have to look at that camera one that he was talking about that uses the webcam. Because I don't think, if it's already in your TV, if the Roku, the source of the video is actually already inside your TV, or even if it's a box like a Roku or Apple TV or something like that. Well, a Roku or Apple TV, you'd have at least the HDMI coming out, so you could still intercept it there and send it to a Pi Zero. Like that's I think what I'm gonna do. But if yeah, you can do it with HDMI pass through. Does any TV have RCA HDMI output? That's a good question. Do some have an output? Yeah, if it has an output, you could do that. Yeah. And I guess I could see why maybe some would. So if you get lucky. Not off work, trains will run no matter how much gets shut down. Oh, you're a train guy, Shane? I will find the open source stuff I use. Wait, okay, good. Comment. Fantastic. Thanks for all your videos. You're welcome. Finally caught one live. All right. Theory is here to get one live. We're going to do this because I like it. Halfway through the software developer course in Scotland, and as of tomorrow, we are learning from home. Well, good luck. Good luck. hopefully that goes okay. I know my kids are a little nervous about learning from home. Still going to work, but not going to the office. Would have to check if it had a video output, but I don't think so. Yeah, I think it would be random dumb luck that whoever made that TV for some silly reason decided to put an output, but maybe they would. Still needs to split the source to Raspberry Pi into the TV. Yeah, just get something like a Roku or Fire Stick and then run Plex app on that. Yeah, you might just need an external one, Glenn. That might end up being what it comes down to, but let's make sure we already know that it works. Probably already know, but I use Hyperion. Yes, Clement, you were telling us yesterday. So thank you for being here, and give us some info. You're going to be our guest of honor today. Okay, because I stayed up late last night reading about it, and I want to try it. I think it looks really cool. Just got word today that our kids are out of school until the 6th and 10th of April. Wow. Return to work tomorrow from vacation. Bypass HDCP with an HDMI to DVI converter. Actually, along the number of trains per hour. Buy the Philips TV that had it built in. Oh, yeah. Does the ozone generator really kill viruses? I don't know. Sorry, brother. Frank, I'm not sure. I don't know. Time kills viruses. I managed to hunt 6 eggs this morning. Admittedly, I only had to go outside to the chicken coop. Expect them to be out the rest of the year. Yeah, that's kind of, Vanessa, that's kind of where we're at, I think. They're still saying 2 weeks, but I'm prepping my kids. I'm just telling them, don't worry about going back. All right. Renee, are you here? So this thing's not working. Whatever. I know my Home Assistant ran a snapshot this morning. I will just verify that by going to snapshots. Okay, ran a snapshot 8 hours ago, so I'm good. I think I'm gonna go ahead and do this. First though, let's go to the release notes, and I want to see breaking changes because something is breaking when I do this. And Clement, the biggest thing, if you have a parts list, especially, I think I've got everything except the USB input device. And I actually used to have one of those. I think if I looked really hard, I could probably find it. I used to have an old Microsoft one, but I think I probably need to make sure I get the right one. Oh, had issues backing up Proxmox while instances are running. Okay, here's what it said, Renee. Oh no, it went away. The error went away. Oh, that's too bad. Yeah, I didn't see exactly what it said. I guess we could try it again. Should I shut it down and then try it and then turn it back on? I'm trying to think of what that will screw up. I don't think it'd be too bad. I can shut it down. Let's try it with this one first. Let's try it with this. Let's back up this development one. See if we get the same error. Ozone generator kills viruses. It kills everything. Yeah, I was gonna say ozone's just bad, right? Are people selling that? Is that a thing now? People are saying buy an ozone generator to not get the virus? I think that's a bit drastic. Like you could also just wash your mouth out with bleach, but that's not a good idea. Venting. Uh-oh. Canadian Post messed up my delivery of the new Unify setup. Dang it. Tried to deliver to the wrong address. Hopefully it will be in the post office tomorrow after 1. Dang. Sorry, brother. Nice trial run to go for private school to homeschool. That's right. Maybe I can stop paying Wow. Yeah. And buy that Tesla. I like how you're thinking, Paul. I like it. Is it because I'm using a very old version of Proxmox? Am I? I don't know. 5.3? I guess I've never updated it. It's been over a year. Look up light box dream color on AliExpress. Okay. See, now here's an interesting thing. Like, well, let's see what it costs. US plug. That's the dense ones. And 15 feet, that should be plenty. So here's an interesting thought. And I had this question last night. I was wondering, is this all you need? Because if it is, then DIY-ing this may be more trouble than it's worth. It looks like it works. Estimated delivery on 4/11. Oh, thank you, Clement. YouTube doctor says to rinse his mouth out with bleach to avoid the coronavirus. Well, the good news about that is I will be plenty busy with emergency surgeries if people do that. It's bad. People drink, they do that sometimes. They'll drink very caustic solutions, like bleach and things. And it's usually some sort of suicide attempt, which is a horribly sad thing. And it doesn't kill people. I mean, it might, but it'll take months or years. It's awful. Put the kids to work on the bug. Amen, Theory. Amen. I like the way you're thinking. Oh, it's Thierry. That's just like Thierry Henry. Oh, I gotcha. I remember him. What do you got there, Sir Goodenough? No, it's USB from PC or Android TV. It doesn't use pass-through. I was going to buy it, but it didn't because it doesn't use pass-through. Definitely DIY it, 100%. Okay, cool. So, all right, so it doesn't use pass-through, huh? So that basically just takes the place of the Pi as far as that, it's just the Pi part of it? Or you have to use their box? It's USB from a PC or Android TV. Okay. So you have to, that's silly. Because, I mean, I guess that's okay if you're using it for like your gaming computer or something. Or for, like, that wouldn't be too bad for me because I do sit here at my desk. How much is a small one? So that might be worth trying because I could hook it up to a USB on my computer and do that. Jack Daniels works better than bleach. I think you're right, Dean. Nothing kills coronavirus like a corona. That's what I would say if I was corona marketing guys. Does anyone know the answer to this question? Let's try it. Setting up an ESP32 camera AI thinker with ESPHome like the one that DrZzs did with the M5 Stack Cam. What do I write in the YAML file for board type? What did I write? You mean, so you're using the AI thinker one? I know I get distracted. I'm sorry. I do this too often, don't I? Scratching my forehead does not count as touching my face, especially when I'm wearing this itchy wool bandana. Here's the AI thinker cam right here. So this should tell you what to put. Oh, you mean board type like at the top? Did he do a video about an Ambilight clone? He probably did. I do not know. I guess that's a good question. Maybe that is all you need. ESP32 camera? That's a good question. I see what you're saying. I don't know. I guess you probably already did what I just did. And you're like, yeah, dummy, I tried that. Well, let's look at what I did. Maybe it's just generic. Platform, board, ESP32 dev is what I have. Did you try that and it didn't work? Oh, and see, so the M5 one, I have M5 stack core. But when I did the other one, the ESPi camera, I used ESP32 dev. It's been too long now for me to remember where I got that information or why I did it that way. But that gives you something to try, at least. Good luck. Yeah, there you go. Zydia's gotcha. Or Xdia, Shadia. Wait till you start using X-Lights again since they have done this major updates to it. Yeah, I heard yesterday, Dave. Somebody asked about my tie. This is St. Patrick's Day because my kids are home and the little ones will pinch me. Dale finally made a live stream. Unicorns. Glad you're here, brother. All right. Well, if there's a place online that has mods could reference for the library of all the configurations and project notes that you've used, well, yeah. Yeah. I don't got time to make it. Picture from the TV tuner is not processed the Android OS level. The backlight with the regular TV channels will not work. Backlight works only on Android OS applications. Yeah, for that one. Oh, that sucks. The only thing we DIY is the amount of power sockets you need. That's probably true, right? I think, in fact, Great Scott, if you watch his video, this one, I'll share this if I didn't already put this here. I love this guy, by the way. If I could meet a YouTuber, like to fanboy a little bit on somebody, this would be the guy. He's super cool, and he's so good at what he does. He's so good. I love the way he talks. He actually was. I didn't watch it yet. I put it in my to watch list, but he just put a video out where he's actually talking to the camera, so you can see who he is. I never seen him before, so. The Ambilight camera is a tiny thing that you mount on top of the TV. Sven. So now everyone is at home. There are 2 live streams that I like to watch. Is Frank streaming? You gotta let me know if Frank streams. I checked before I got on to make sure he wasn't. Yeah, my website, that's a good place to go. Been following Great Scott for years. He's a great guy. He's so good. He's been doing it for a while. Hyperion Android Grabber. So you already have the all tutorial. What's the problem? Yeah, well, I just want to make sure. Here's the problem. This was the biggest problem, was I went to grab his video grabber, and it's gone. What? It was gone last night. I swear I clicked that last night. I swear I did. You know what? Maybe I clicked the one here. This is the one I clicked. USB video grabber. I clicked this. It was gone last night. I promise. There were none in stock. Okay. Well, that's easy. And is this the right one with the right chip? Because he did one. In the video, he does one, and then he has to switch it to a different one. Is this the second one? This is the same one you got? All right, it's coming. Delivered by Friday. Done. Done. Buy it now. Sign in. Done. Okay, we'll get it Friday. Place your order. Sweet. Buy. Okay, we bought it. We're going to get it going. That'll be fun. And then I will make sure that I have the other parts. I know I've got a Pi Zero. I'm pretty sure I've got an HDMI converter. I'll have to look and make sure I've got a splitter. I don't know 100% if I've got a splitter. I know I've got a switch. I just showed my address. That's okay, Matheson. That's okay. Anybody, well, actually, I usually would say, come on over and visit if you want, but not now. Let's just wait. Maybe we have a meetup when this is all over. Who wants to come to Utah? Hey, Timothy. Yeah, this is my green for St. Patrick's Day. I don't think I get 4K in. I don't think I have 4K in. I would on this computer, but not for most things. If you're ever in the States, come see me. Hey, you're just in Eagle Mountain, Jed? Come on over. If Utah will pay for your plane ticket. No, but get it now because they're cheap. And Tyson's kids are going to come play in the castle at some point. So what's this for DrZzs? I just joined. Oh, well, this is for Ambilight. So we were talking about Ambilight yesterday. I guess we have to let this video play. I actually have some of this. It actually works really well. Do you guys have any of this? It's this glue. It's like super glue, but then you shine the light on it and it hardens. It's actually good stuff. I was impressed. There was one time it didn't work, but the rest of the time it did. So let's see if we can just get his summary set up. Anyways, I like his diagrams. I like the way he writes and does his little diagrams. Here, this. Perfect. Ooh, he throws that just right there. Stream glitching. No stream glitching. Did I test my room presence detection? We're going to come visit Utah over spring break, but probably not now. Yeah, probably not now. Probably not now. So it's like LEDs, lighting from behind your TV. Yes. Ikfar Matheson. Yes, that's what it is. But the best part is, well, let's talk about this real quick, and then I'll show you. Well, I guess I can show you kind of down here. So if you look at this picture, it's got, no, that's not a good one. That's not a good example. This is a good example, better example. What it does with the lights is it matches what's on the screen. So you've got kind of blue stuff in this corner, it will make blue in that on the wall. If you've got brownish, reddish colors over here, it'll shine those. If it's black, it won't shine anything. So it kind of matches what's on the TV, and it gives you a more full. No, gives you a different experience, and it kind of is cool. That's all. So what we're doing is we're gathering the parts. So what I just bought on Amazon is this thing here. And then I think I've got everything else I need. I'll make a list later and double check and not. Yeah, if you're using Android TV, there's an easier way. We were just looking at that too. That's right. Balaz is looking at that. If you're using Android TV, then you can use something like this. Is that what you're talking about? There might even be another way, but this is a cheap way to do the same thing, except this only takes input from Android, right? Something like that. 33 likes. DrZzs is entertaining us. Smash that like. We can smash each other. Fair trade. Thank you, Will. Watching WWE from Salt Lake after your stream last night only because I couldn't turn on the TV. You couldn't get up and turn on the TV. And Hyperion has a Home Assistant integration. Really? What does that do? What does that do for you to have the Home Assistant integration? Let's check Proxmox. Okay, it backed up successfully, so that ain't it. I wonder if it's the archive size, maybe? So that one backed up. Why won't it back up my other one? Let's just try good instead of fast. Got 30 gigabytes available. Come on, man. All right. So this is the best explanation. So here's your entertainment system of choice, whatever you use. So this could be from your PC going to your monitor. It could be from your Xbox going to a TV or your monitor. It could be from Apple TV or Amazon or Roku or whatever you've got, or from your cable box, right? This is HDMI. So HDMI coming in from whatever you bring your video source from, and then it gets split. One of them just goes to the TV. Passes through, no big deal, goes to TV, you watch the TV. Perfect. The other one goes to this switcher, which unfortunately has to use a couple components, because unless there is, maybe we can look. You guys want to look and see if there's such a thing as HDMI to USB? Should be at this point, right? So it might be more expensive, but anyways, this has got two parts: HDMI to RCA, and then RCA to USB. And then that USB is going in to a Raspberry Pi Zero. You're communicating to the Raspberry Pi Zero through Wi-Fi. If you have a 0W like I do, you don't need the dongle. He uses a dongle in this one. And then he's got LEDs with 2 pins. So he's got a clock and a data pin. We just have a data pin if we're using the LEDs that we're using, and then 5 volts and ground. And that's it. And so that setup, I understand. Like that makes sense to me finally. Like there was a lot of times I was reading tutorials and they were talking about using things that were, I think, already hooked up to the TV, like a Raspberry Pi running Kodi or whatever. Plex Ambilight with Raspberry Pi. So there you go. That's probably what you're doing. I have a HDMI to USB. It's super delayed, even on a Ryzen 7 PC. Okay, well, that's probably not what we want then. It's worth noting that the RCA adapter is used because of the encryption on the HDMI. Oh, things like set-top boxes encrypt the video signal to stop pirating of content. That's why the RCA is used. Very cool, Darren. Thank you. I did not know that. All right, well then do it. USB is not fast enough for HDMI. Okay, so you have to go. Okay. So that's probably why Will is getting a delay also, huh? Okay, very good. This is good stuff. We're learning good stuff. This can be fun. Going to have to give this a try for my setup in my study. Looks far too cool not to. I agree, Dean. I agree. This falls squarely in the category of super cool and totally not necessary. Perfect. What else are we going to do? We're not going anyplace else. All right. Oh, did you guys see the video? Here, I'll show it in a minute. Let's see. Renee's got me here. I think it's the version. This one, probably not. Use it while it's running the VM. They changed this in the newer version. Okay. Well, it worked on that one, so that's kind of funny. It's probably true. Probably true. So, Will, is that the one? So you posted this in. Let's look at this. Will just posted this one. I use an Apple TV with Plex. So it's Lightberry. So I want to know what so that's what it does, and that's what's really cool about it, right? And then when she moves away, the blue moves away. I mean, it's like they're behind the TV, you know? And that's super cool, right? But I want to know, like he says he uses an Apple TV. Yeah, it doesn't show anything else. How? Like, I don't get it. What is sending the signal to the LEDs about what to do? Because there's no output from an Apple TV that's going to do that. And how old are these? 3 years ago. That's actually not too bad, considering. Uh-oh. Translate. Okay. Here what we got. What do we got? Raspberry Pi 2 or 3. Strips. There. So what? I'm still missing something here. Is he some Plex API? Autocrack jacked that up. Plex is sending it to the LED controller. But from where? Like, so there's no HDMI, I guess Plex. So if you're running Plex on an Apple TV, you must also be running Plex on the Pi, and the communication must be wireless between Apple TV and the Pi, because somehow you got to get the video in here, and you got to get the video out to the TV, right? And I don't see an HDMI splitter. He doesn't talk about an HDMI splitter. Either way, I don't use Plex, and I'm not going to start using Plex. Plex add-on. Can we use wLED? I don't know. Okay. It's a Xbox Media Center fork of Kodi fork. Currently, it runs under Rasplex, so no external source, but that's to come in the future. Yeah, one of these days, I'll get that video up. Yeah, there you go. So that's where I'm going. I'm going to do basically this again. I'll just do I'm going to totally copy Great Scott, and I'm going to say I'm copying Great Scott because he's fantastic. But there's some updates, right? This thing's 2016. All right, so it's 3+ years old. It's not too. It's okay to redo that at this point. Ambilight with an Arduino Nano connected via USB, only for PC, no pass-through. Yeah, I want this to be, you plug in HDMI comes out, and wouldn't it be great if we had a box that could do this? Somebody needs to make a box that does this, right? That you just plug in the HDMI in, does all the stuff on the inside. HDMI comes out and goes to your screen of whatever screen you want. And then another cord comes out and goes to your LEDs, and that's it. And it would be all this here. It would just all be inside one box. Dream Screen TV. Here, Rob's here. Is that it? Just buy an Ambilight TV? No. Because I also want to use it for, like, what if you want it for a monitor, or you've already got a TV? I don't want to buy a new TV just for that. Do you have this, Rob? It exists. This is what it's called. 3 HDMI sources, audio jack, micro USB. Okay, so this isn't what we were looking at, because we were looking at one on AliExpress, but it was only taking USB, or it was only taking input from like Android TV or something. It's expensive. Well, then that's another reason to redo it. Surround reactive lighting. And that's super cool, but too expensive. Ultra high definition backlighting. It's a really cool idea. So it should be fun. Hopefully we can get it working. They don't even have, like, how do you even buy it? Are they even telling you can buy it? I don't need a demo. I know what it does. I want to know what it costs. Let's see if they'll put it. No, they don't even. So it's not even for sale, is it? Is it not out yet? Because they don't look like they're trying to sell it anywhere here. Unless I missed something. Light pack, TV and desktop PC accessory. Oh, this is the one that has the camera. So this one does it with a camera. That's weird. This one does it with the camera also. CNET review posted. But the reality is underwhelming for now. That's the summary, huh? Works as promised. Real time. Color bad. Colors in video sync mode were too muted, especially warm tones like red and yellow. The adhesive that holds the lights in place behind your TV didn't work, forcing us to tape the lights up ourselves. Lights are worth a look if you like the novelty factor, especially if you're a console gamer, but keep your expectations toned down. $250. There you go. Might not actually be a good TV. Dream Screen announced they're going out of business, sadly. Okay. All right, well, hey. Just use the box. Lightberry EU seemed to just use the box. Camera's quick. Takes 5 minutes to set up. Do you have one, Camel? Do you do that with the camera one? Light pack TV? Light pack TV, no likey. That was weird. Ah! Introducing Light Pack 2. That is cool. All right. Works with all HDMI sources. Okay. Order now. All right. Let's see. Woo! Okay. But that's the goal, right? That's as simple as can stink and be. And I guess if you, I didn't add up all the cost of all these things. Like if you were to go through and add up all the cost of this, what did we decide? This thing was only like 15 bucks. This one, you know, if you're going to say 20, 15, power supply, these, you're probably $100 worth of stuff. Is the one you're doing going to work with 4K sources? I wasn't planning on it, working with 4K sources, but because I'm going to use some of the stuff I already have. But if you want to do 4K, then you just need this splitter to support 4K so that the output of the splitter can be 4K, and then it would work, right? BitLooney will be happy to make an ESP3W. What's that? ESP32 board for this purpose. Oh, maybe. That would be cool. Check out Microsoft Lumi Room. Xbox One Lumi Room demo. Oh, wow. So it's projecting it all over the room? Crazy. Where's that coming from? And it's making shadows? Okay, so there's a projector in the ceiling. Yeah, there's a projector up above you in the ceiling. Yeah. Yeah, okay. That looks weird. That looks like it's just projecting on the wall and you just get a little bit more of a focused image right in the middle. Crazy. That's kind of cool. I could see it for like shooters, stuff like this. That looks cool. Cool. Wow. All right. Scope creep. Let's stay on target. Pi 4 has 2 HDMIs. So this is the first link I found. Oh. Can you make one in Ambilight clone with HDMI pass-through? I've been wondering if a project like this is possible. All the other Ambilight clones require PC, which is not what I'm looking for. I realize HDMI signal is the big problem. Couldn't one use an HDMI splitter and then an HDMI composite S-video adapter? Then just feed the composite signal to Raspberry Pi and run the LED software. Is this feasible? I don't know if you're still interested. It's almost half a year since you're posting anyway. Brothers, check it out. Software framework built on Ambilight clone. Okay. Includes pictures of your hardware setup. Okay. Ambi TV is based on the idea of using HDMI splitter and HDMI to composite converter. That's the same thing we're doing, though. HDMI to composite converter. So that's not using the Raspberry Pi 4. Second. Yeah. So this is similar. Thank you, Robert. That looks really good. He's got a lot of LEDs on the back of his. Thank you, Robert, through Super Chat. Appreciate that, buddy. Let's do some. He said he was going to use this. Yeah, so he did the same thing. Okay, so he's got a splitter. He's got the HDMI to AV. He's got the AV to USB, the same one I just bought. And then he's got like a Raspberry Pi 2B. Same thing. Okay. Well, good. That's what I'm going to do. That's what I'm going for. That's what I'm going for. Be ready. Be ready for it. Old stuff, 2013, yeah. Be right back. Me and the Munchkin need food. All right, go get some food. Go get some food, Jenny. No worries, man. Thank you, Mark, for sharing, though. Always happy to investigate a new link and a new lead. All right, let's go back to Proxmox for a minute. Uh-oh. Man, that's taking forever. Oh, it's because I'm doing the good backup instead of the fast backup. All right, in the meantime, we are going to eventually get to 107. It would be crazy coding project, but ESP32 cam would be a cool application. It would be good. I couldn't do it, obviously, but maybe Rob could. Or certainly BitLooney. You need to sort your Google searches by newest date. Yeah, that's a good idea. Lord of the Flies. What's happening with Lord of the Flies? Day 2, and you're tying a tie around your head. Stir crazy already. Yes, this is my St. Patrick's Day protection, because my little girls are running around pinching everybody that doesn't have green on. And I got out of the shower and got dressed with shorts and a t-shirt because it's like super nice outside. It is a great time to not be at school and not be at work because it's gorgeous outside. So I didn't have anything green on, and they started chasing me and pinching me. So I ran in my closet and grabbed a tie. Wonder how easy it'd be to disassemble and put a 3D printed box and mount the back of your TV. So what I'm going to try and do is exactly that. Exactly that, Sam. I think I might try and take the boxes off of all these things and try and put it in one box, even if I have to leave the boxes on them, but try and put it in one box so that you've got just HDMI in, HDMI out, and then the connection out for the LEDs. Power is going to be another thing to do, but we can we can plug one power cord in and have a bit of a power. It's going to be a big box, but yeah. Scenes are often slow to respond. I believe in him. I believe in him too. BitLooney can do anything. I want to meet BitLooney too. Him and Great Scott. Those are my heroes. Bonus points for making it VESA mounted. Done. I know. I'm using my shirt. Totally hygienic. I just showered, so it's time. Plus there's nobody else here. So I'm good. All right, let's look at 107 breaking changes. Okay. Xfinity Gateway. Not using that. Okay. Groups. Groups are not being removed, but the configuration options, services, and service options related to previously deprecated, now removed UI are now removed in this release. Maybe let's go to, let's go in and make sure I don't have any groups that I need to deal with. Just make sure I'm not opening secrets. So I have groups.yaml. I'm just going to get rid of all this. I don't think I need any of this. Nope, I'm not going to use any of this. Groups.yaml. Just get rid of it. We're just going to move it to get it out of here. Let's do this. I don't think I'll ever need this again, but I'm just going to throw it somewhere else. That's weird. Okay. I'm just going to blank this out now. Gone. Nothing. Okay, well, we won't have to worry about that. Input number adds an entity ID to input number warning. Passing out of a ranged input number set value will now raise a validation error. Incrementing, decrementing an input number will no longer cause warnings. Okay. History graph has been deprecated. It's now removed. This integration was used for old states UI, which is no longer available. I'm pretty sure I already got rid of all my references to history graph. Let's see. Yeah. No history graph for me. We're done. Web link. Integration was deprecated, removed. Can't stop. I can't stop itching my nose. Nothing you can do about it. Light group, and it's still working 107. Cool. I think it had to do, well, whatever. Hold Control C and then K, then C to comment the highlighted chunk. Control K, the uncommented. What's the temperature in my office? It's hot. Yes, dear. Okay. You're gonna miss the sign off. Yeah. That's okay.
My shirt's Dad, I have no shirt.
Ah, you're invisible.
Bye, Daddy.
Bye bye, babies. Have fun. It's 80 degrees in the office. It's hot. It's hot. My window's open. View functions. Yeah, I think so too. Updated Proxmox and lost connection to the VM again. Bummer. Sucks being a noob. Yeah, sorry, it does. I am too, though, so that's why I'm... Just got a mini PC and installed Proxmox and ran into the VM connection issue thanks to Whiskers who helped me get it connected. Whiskers is a stud. Super. I have it on good authority that coronavirus can't live in hot water, so your office should be safe. That's right. We also decided, yeah, it's hot. It's warm in here. That's why I'm not wearing a hoodie. Normally I'd be wearing a hoodie. Not today. It is warm outside. Which is surprising that if the temperature outside, it says is 59 degrees, but with the sun and everything, it's warm. It's warm in the house. All right, back to what we were doing. We were going through the breaking changes. Web link, deprecated, now removed. I don't have that. Environment Canada, nothing there. Units of time have been standardized throughout all integrations. That shouldn't break anything, right? If you're using a non-standard unit and automation sensor, HomeKit controller, legacy pairing, data deprecated and released. I do have HomeKit still set up, but I don't think if you're running an older release and do not upgrade soon, you will not be able to automatically migrate your existing pairings. I've been upgrading along the way, so it should be okay. Automations, hide entity, we already took care of that a couple times ago. When configuring, somebody just did tube phase subscribed. We're gonna do this one. It's like Superman's song. IQVIA, is this the one? All sensors are now created by default. Yeah, this is the air quality one, I think, right? Am I using Docker? No. From Czechia? How do I say it? I'm sorry. I want to say it right. Because that's like Czech Republic, but it's Czechia. I didn't know that was a place. Did you install the QEMU agent in Proxmox? I doubt it. Wow, look, this thing's taking forever to back up. Sheesh. Oh yeah, let's do that. We'll do that config check add-on. I still want to do this. Chechnya. Oh yeah, I've heard Chechnya. Yeah, thank you very much, Will. Otherwise, use Fing to see what that... Oh, you're talking to somebody else. Good. All right, GitHub, change, short SHA. Okay, Air Visuals now available, added to the UI. I don't know Air Visual. Does anybody use Air Visual? What does it do? I don't use it. Alarm decoder, integrations, Honeywell, instant mode, night, stay, instant, okay. Tibber, rest, add, and JSON, Plex Media Player. Not using that either. Adobe, retired its legacy automations. So you have no automations that use groups? I doubt it. I doubt I do. We can open it and see. Nope. The Czech Republic. Is that, how's that, I'm a dumb, ignorant American. Czechoslovakia, that doesn't exist anymore. Now it's Czech Republic or something. I don't know. Sorry. My ignorance is horrible. Why does my automations have like 4 errors now? What's going on down here? Device ID. It doesn't like that I have device ID. Domain. Oh, device ID. Why is it device ID, not entity ID? That is weird. Platform device. Huh. Anyways, not gonna worry about it. It's been working in the past. Okay, guys, time for the beta bail. Gotta get cooking. Okay, see you, Will. Tomorrow, don't know what time, brother. I don't know what time tomorrow. Czechoslovakia became Czech Republic, which is now known as Chechnya. Okay, good. Well, good. You can see why I might be confused. It's justified. Till 1993, but we're still brothers. Okay, good. Split your config into a folder. Yeah. I know. Split up my config. Decons, vents in the Aquara Magic Cube have changed, so they will match the device triggered descriptions. If you made automations for the Magic Cube on the device page, I didn't do that on the device page. If you configure automations based on events from the developer tools, there's nothing breaking. This also fixes the double tap function on side 2, which didn't work if you configure the device. Okay, I don't use that thing. Vizio Smartcast TV, don't use it, but okay. OnVIF, added more OnVIF PTZ zoom modes. Okay, good. Facebook Messenger announced the breaking change that all broadcasts will stop working. So broadcast as a target option is now removed. Okay. Netatmo, okay. DirecTV, iCloud, that's it. That's it. How can I find anything? Control F, Will. Or sorry, Ikafar. Control F. That's how I find everything. It's like I know where all my clothes are because they're all laid out on the floor in my room. Hey, Kipansky, how's it going? How's it going, brother? Making new videos? What do you got lately? Okay, well, I'm about to stop this bag this. Let's go here. So you know what happened? Another thing that happened here is my community store, and I asked Ludius help me at least understand what went on here. Oh, is it 7 just released? No, I am not on there yet. We're just about to update to 7 so we can start looking through it. My config makes you sad? No. My config is good. Finally managed to join a live stream. It's unicorn time. Oh, sir, good enough to put out a video, but not about Home Assistant. What was it about? Currently using blink cameras. What is the update interval? I am not currently using them. I mean, they're there and they're still part of Home Assistant, but I don't think I have them on any kind of an update interval. I kind of abandoned them. I probably should. What's up with the Rambo look? Hey, Ronald. This is St. Patrick's Day. It's my protection from the girls from pinching me. Actually, they just left, so I gotta take it off. Ah, yeah. Safe now. All right. So what I was saying about my Home Assistant community store. So I've got way more things installed in this, right? I've got a ton more things installed in this. But somewhere during an update, and I don't know if it was an update of the community store or an update of Home Assistant, but there was a break in the, as in something broke in the community store, like config file or something like that. And what Ludius said to do was to go back to an update. Why it's doing that? It's loading something. He said go back to an update, or not an update, go back to an old backup and grab this one file. And he told me which one it was, and replace the broken file that lists all of my installed stuff with the old one. Therein lies the problem, because it took several days for me to get around to bothering to ask and figure out why they disappeared and all that. And I have daily backups that overwrite the old one after 2 days. So the oldest backup I had still had the break in it. Bummer, right? Oh well. Last time I got blocked by them, so I have default update time to 1 day interval. Oh, because of is it because the blink cameras, they limit how much you can do? See you, Dean. Have a good night from South Africa. Hey, I just got done reading The Power of One, by the way, so now I'm pretty much like a South African, right? Anyways, fun book. Have a good night, brother. That means you should not have backups that overwrite each other. Huh? My backups totally overwrite each other. That's not a backup? Well, I guess. Should have a rolling backup. Keep daily for a week, weekly for a month, and monthly forever. You need generational backups. Backup 14 days on the Home Assistant drive. They're pushed via SCP to another system in-house, so I have a couple months worth of dailies. All right, what do I need to check out, Mohammed? Shoot it. I do need to do some of this rolling backup stuff you guys are talking about because this thing's all broken. Anyways, let's go to integrations, and we're going to find the config. Isn't it the config check? Yeah. And the funny thing is, when I install it, it says it's going to overwrite it, and I say yes, and that's fine. And it installs, and then it shows up here. So I'm just basically going to reinstall them, even though they're not really already there or whatever. Just be happy he's doing any backups. That's right. Thank you, Rob. Just be glad I'm doing any backups at all. Do I work for the ZHA project? I do not, Isaac. I don't. But are they offering me a job? Because right now I'm looking for work. There's also a config check add-on. Okay, let's do the config check add-on also. I probably have that because this didn't have the same problems. Well, my dashboard will have them all, right? The config checker. That's French. I'm sure I have it here somewhere. Oh, it's not started. Why it says start on boot? Why was it not started? I'm not really looking for work, no. This is my add-on for daily backups. Oh, cool. Overkill 32. Created locally in a timestamp. Backed up. Snapshot copied to a specified remote location using SCP. Local backup or remove locally again. File names backups. I bet you I could. So what I use, and you've got automation. So what I use for backups, and I like it quite a bit. Let's refresh this and see. Okay. What I use for backups that I like quite a bit is this one. Yes, I think. I just gave you my Google Drive information, so you're welcome. No, that's not the one. Somebody just did a subscribe or something, so I got to do something. I have to do something. Oh, I'm going to do this one. It's really loud, too. Sorry about that. I may have to change my version to beta. Oh. Yeah. So down here in version, let's open this and see. Install, start, figure the results, finish, no errors. Version latest, option version required, check configuration against. Latest version, check configuration against the latest release. Is that what somebody else does? Is that what I should put in there as beta? Otherwise I'd have to go look at it. And it doesn't look like, oh, here's a page. Configuration, latest version required. It says the same thing. Is that an option? Is beta a legitimate option there? The AK9753 sensor. What is it? Sending a Discord, unable to share the link here. Okay. What does this sensor do? This is squirrel fiber. Huh? Oh, the presence sensor. Well, how does it do this? Not your normal minimal invasive sensor. Human sensor breakout, 4-channel. Each channel is a different field of view. Not only can it detect a human, it can also tell which direction the person is moving. Make it easier to use. All communication is enacted using I2C. Utilizing our handy quick sync, however, we have still broken out 0.1 pins in case you prefer to use a breadboard. Cool. Okay, so I squared C presence detection. Anybody using this? $25 for one of them. Anybody using that? Are you using that, Mohammed? This looks cool. Nice. What's up? Watching it work between jumping out of the truck on calls. How's it going, Nick? Things are good, my friend. We talked a lot about Hyperion and getting those lights behind your screen that are synced with the image that's on the screen. And I'm gonna build one, and my guess is we can build it before this whole quarantine is over. We'll build it together right here on the stream. And then we've been working on backing up Proxmox, and then the plan is to go look through 107. But I haven't gotten that far yet. Because can you imagine? I'm actually getting distracted. I order it when I get on the weekend. I'll update you. Fantastic, Mohammed. Thank you. Yes, let us know. Firmware DIY for NanoLeaf that integrates into Home Assistant easily. I don't, but maybe somebody else did. Oh, put that there instead of the latest. Okay, thank you, Kenny. Check your Google backups for that file. Well, the problem was, like I said, my Google backups don't last longer than 2 days. And I know it had passed more than 2 days. Jarmo boy, hello, how are you? 80-degree field of view to detect humans. That's really cool. I want to try and do the Bluetooth proximity detection thing, because I think that would be really cool. I stopped it, Renee. I just stopped it. It was only like 47%. It's been like an hour, so I just stopped. I think we'll do this config check, and then we'll call it good. And if it doesn't work, we'll roll back the snapshot. Whatever. Retention is the word of the day. I have very little attention to retention. I have multiple levels. Yep. So I was just thinking about the Dream Screen. How in the world did they go out of business selling for $250 when Cavo is half that, with more I/O and more processing power? Nobody knew anything about them. Maybe they just didn't market very well. Is that the one you reviewed? Did they do some kind of light thing also? It wasn't Cavo, it was something else, right? Or was it Cavo? Cavo was kind of that, it was like a DVR box or something. Making this triangulation thing from Bluetooth presence. Yeah, Clement, that's what I'm thinking. That way, not only do you know, because everybody's got a phone on them for the most part, right? If not, most people do. Most of us do. The little kids might not. But if you have, several Bluetooth sensors in different places, and I'm just thinking, an ESP32 based light switch or LED driver or something would be good. And then you just add that bit to it, to the software that it runs. And it works with the others to just say, Justin is closest to this sensor, so I'm in that room. Mrs. Z's is closest to that sensor, so she's in that room. Oh, computer vision. Cavo uses onboard computer vision, HDMI switch to do computer stuff. Maybe they have more than enough power to do Ambilight stuff if they wanted to. Very sad to leave, but have to go to sleep. Good night. Andre, good night. We will probably, I'll stream again tomorrow evening or something after work, if I get to work tomorrow. I don't even know if I'm going to get to work tomorrow. So it won't be this time of day. It'll be some later time of day. But anyways, we'll see you then. Thanks for being here. New BLE 5.1 has indoor location. They have a new angle of aerial sensors, so you can properly triangulate Bluetooth sensors like GPS. Awesome. Ned, and I love the beard. I actually thought about today, and I offered Mrs. Z's. I said, how about if I don't shave? Because today I shaved. I said, how about if I don't shave until things are back to normal? How long do you think my beard would get? And the reason I didn't, mostly, was because I don't like beards on myself. But the other reason was because there's like at least the impression, or the idea is out there that your beard collects stuff. So somebody with a beard would be more likely to hold on to saliva that's contaminated, blah blah whatever. I think it's lame, but People think that. If we have beards at work, we have to cover them and stuff. All right. Am I still working? Yeah. Well, I didn't work yesterday or today, but that was just part of my normal days off because I had to work the weekend. And then now I'm not working, so they don't work well with beards. Yeah, I'm sure they don't. Beards are bad for face masks, yeah. I have a beard. I feel triggered. Just shaved 4 months of beard off. Oh, man, Kenny. That's about the longest beard I had ever was about 4 months, I think. Kapansky recently did a room assistant. Oh, cool. I'll have to check it out. I'll say this. Thank you. He's here somewhere, Kapansky. Straight razor shave for the win. I had a straight razor shave once in Mexico. Oh, man. Felt good. Felt really good. It was crazy good. Back of your neck with a straight razor like that and stuff. Wow. Okay. Where are we at? What are we doing? I don't have any idea. All right. We're going to go here. And we're going to put the version as something else, right? Okay. Quindor, I missed it today. How come you're not showing up? You usually show up as a mod, do you not? Why are you not showing up as a mod? That's weird. Well, we'll go for another half hour still, Quindor, so don't fret. My wife hates my beard, always trying to get me to shave it. Tough. Too bad for you, wifey. Also tried the MQTT, ESP32 MQTT room. And you didn't get it to work, Mohammed? Was it giving you trouble? Working on the ultimate desk? Me? No. Someday. Maybe. Hello from the Netherlands. Hey, JP. I like your picture. Trying to destroy a desk for an hour now. It will not do it. Oh, a disc. You're trying to destroy a disc? Not on a multi-level for sure. Don't waste your time. Okay, thank you, sir. Someday it'll get done. Oh, you're working on your ultimate desk. Oh, I see. Quindor's working on the ultimate desk. Gotcha. Yes, I think I did know something about that. Beard for 10 years. Wow. William, your picture does not have a beard. So your picture's over 10 years old. Might want to update that. If you're like, I looked the same 10 years ago, so I don't need to update mine. All right, installed Home Assistant. Making a copy of your configuration for checking your configuration against this version. Sweet. Just ordered the components for some Dig Uno boards tonight. Hopefully Kickback works. Ooh, Quindor, since you're here, I finished building one of the Dig Uno boards, and I wanted to, and I put a D1 Mini on there. But when I go to put the compiled binary from wLED that uses pin 4, it breaks. Like it doesn't work. Can I use the regular? Compiled binary, just the regular wLED binary? It doesn't. I can't, right? It neither one of your jumpers is the right pin, or is one of them the right pin? Yeah, live stream Tuesday, Blade. Thanks for being here. It's a live stream on Node Red. You missed it. Just kidding. That's good. That's good. So good enough. And Blade, see, we know each other well enough. That's awesome. Oh, that's right. He is normally intermit tech. That's why. Thank you. You're right. Gary has got it. He is normally intermit tech. Oh, Polson's here. Can we start over? Yes, absolutely. Rewind. Let me turn on the music. Normally, binary normal shot with D1 Mini. Use the L1 jumper to set it to 2. Okay, cool. Thank you. That'll do. That's what I'll do. That's perfect. That's all I need to know. For some, I don't know why, and I was asking some other guys in the wLED Discord, and they just said that binary hasn't been working. Whoa! This is Brendan. Should we start posting beard shots? Everybody post your beard shots now. Shots. That's awesome. Oh, Bearded Tinker finishing a video late for the stream. That's okay. We'll go watch your video after this. Just got off work. Well, good for you. I'm glad you're working. Okay, gotcha. You only need the special binary when it's ESP32, and then it's the GPIO 16 version. Perfect. Thank you. I don't think I'll be using any ESP32s, not for a while. Not on that. Although I do want to start using ESP32s more. One of my blinds, one of my big automated shades controllers crapped out. I don't know why. I thought it was just the sketch maybe, so I reflashed it, put it all back together, still crapped out. So I think I'm actually going to change that one to an ESP32. There's talk about shutting down, but nothing yet. Yeah. Well, work as much as you can while you can and put some money in the bank for a rainy day, because it's raining, isn't it? Never dreamed I'd live through a time like this. Is it doing it again? That's weird. All right. Let's go here. I think we need to go here, and then there's under states, there will be something about potential breaking changes, right? Okay, sensor, potential breaking changes, 0. Still working at the office. We are, however, preparing for working at home. So tonight we test online conference tools. Only places which are shut down are clubs, bars, gyms, eating places like restaurants, diners, McDonald's, coffee shops. Other than that, everything is open for now. Working from home since last Friday. Curious about that too, especially with wLED. Is it better to use an ESP32 than an 8266? You know, theoretically it should be. Yeah, it's got more processing power. You should be able to do more stuff. But when I first discovered wLED, I tried it on an ESP32 and it wasn't working. I haven't tried it since then. But I do think we are transitioning. Maybe this is the year. I thought maybe last year was the year, but maybe this is the year where we see a bit more of a phase out of ESP30 or ES8266s and more using ESP32s. Guy at church is 100 and he says it's the worst thing he's ever seen. Dang. That's saying a lot, Piston. Yeah, that's saying a lot, because a guy that's 100 years old, he's seen some serious wars. He's seen depression. He's seen everything bad, right? He's seen it all. Pretty much. Wow. About emptied their stores. Sold more this month than the entire last year. Checked against the breaking change notes. I always read the release. I'll try to fix what I see. I did read the breaking change notes. Maybe you missed that part, Clement, but we went through those and I didn't see anything that should have popped up. Motorized shades. What motors do I use? NEMA 17s or smaller? I don't use a stepper motor. Because I'm dumb, Blade. I'm slow. So I use a DC motor and just reverse the polarity with an H bridge because it's simple. That's it. So when you get yours working with a NEMA 17 or whatever it is, stepper or whatever, you know, I think now that we've had this, we're so prepared, we're probably not even going to have a zombie apocalypse. Like, even if there was a zombie apocalypse, like, it wouldn't even be an apocalypse. It would just be like a zombie, bump, right? Because now we are all like, oh, we're going back into lockdown mode. Okay. We're all used to it now. Sheesh. Yeah, folding at home. We were talking about folding at home yesterday. State of emergency today, yeah. Grandma said the same. Said after the war we had rationing, but at least we had food. Gosh, that's first Raspberry Pi tomorrow. Start learning. Wish you luck. Good luck, Maddage. Good luck. You're gonna have fun. Get your first Raspberry Pi and have some fun, and be ready to just, I don't know what your background is, but be ready to just rewrite it, do it over again, and do it over again. So, helicopter money coming. Yeah, NEMA 17 might be overkill, but don't like undercutting on steppers. If you're using, blinds are heavy. I was surprised. When I tried to raise my blinds, I was actually surprised how heavy they were. Gosh, I'm getting a lot of pings. Oh, it's work. Oh, yeah. I can't keep up. Cannot keep up. All right, there you go. He's back again. Oh, good. Thank goodness. There you go. Okay. Let's make sure this hasn't changed again, because that thing might not have been done. Let's go potential. Potential breaking change is 0. Okay. And then we can go back to this community one and look at it again for 2 seconds, right? Oh, it needed to run the CLI config check from service call. Yeah. Okay, let's just go back to this and let's do it. Because since I named the stream Home Assistant 107, we should probably do something with Home Assistant 107. But mine, it still says 106B. How do I get the 107B to show up? Maybe I should go back in and run it with 106B. Let's do that. Let's go to the add-ons. Let's change this. The line is above it, right? So the one above is the one that needs to be. Let's try 106B or B6. So it looks like this just runs and then stops, right? Okay. Hit update. Okay, I will in just a minute. We'll just check it one more time. Tried to automate curtains and the motor struggled. Yeah. So I used some pretty good geared down DC motors. Seems to be fine. Well, I think when you hit that button, Ronald, it updates. That doesn't just update your version, and it updates. Whoa. Whoa. What in tarnation is that? That was crazy. Huh. Okay. That text in the config response is telling you what is broke. Fix it. Where? My encryption key. Where's my problem? Many custom plugins are not ready for latest HA changes, and it might break your UI. Yeah. Probably true. Where did you see that? Sir Good Enough? Where was it? Node MC ESPHome on the twist rod of my blinds for automated open close percentage. Yeah, good. And that works pretty well. Config checker log should end up about 10 lines if all works. This config checker. So when there's nothing here, that means it's broken. Or the other config checker. This problem is between the monitor and the chair. No, it is totally, Lars. Totally. No doubt about that. That's okay though. It's okay to be dumb. This one. So it's not saying anything here in the logs. That's bad. This thing about pip. Is that what's wrong? Refresh. Step on your blinds really slow, so I probably should upgrade to more powerful engine. Looks good. It's just running. It's good. Okay. So for shades, shades, which to me, in my definition, shades is just a piece of material. Cheap blackout material from the fabric store, or something that's just, and it just rolls up. That's a shade, in my definition, at least. I found those DC motors do just fine. It's really light, It's not very heavy. It's not really pulling a heavy weight up. The blinds, on the other hand, they start out a little bit light, really, because you've got these, each slat is not, pulling on the string right away. But as you start adding them, as you start going up and they all collect, it struggles more and more as it gets to the top. And it really is hard. Literally just made me picture a tiny little engine next to my blinds to move them up and down. Okay. Steampunk fan, nice. Choo choo. Make internal roller shade motors. They're strong and relatively cheap. I've got a semi-smart one that they've asked me to install and video, and so I probably will. Because I like opening my window more than it is right now. You'll be making new updated videos on HA basics and most popular add-ons. HA changed a lot in the last 2 years. Maybe, but a lot of other people have. Several people have. At least, didn't Rob do one? And Travis, maybe? And Juan? There's been a few people that have done sort of new Home Assistant install videos. So I've just been working on projects, honestly, and not too focused on that. I will once, I will if I guess if I need to. If everybody says I need to, I could do that. It actually loads Home Assistant in the temp Docker container and shows the log results if anything is broken. Pip thing is okay. Okay, good. We want you. Hey, Lindsay, we want you. Okay, so the log has disappeared, and the thing has, well, it hasn't stopped, but the logs have disappeared. Would you like to have my Linux update script so you can update Proxmox easier? Sure, Renee. Sure. Yeah, bruh. Good old Ben. We don't hold your breath waiting for Ben to make new videos. He's had like 3 comebacks. I'm making videos now, guys, and I don't blame him for not making videos. I'm not being hard on him, but he's come back, like 3 times now. So hopefully he does, but I don't know. He's certainly a smart dude and he makes good videos. I like watching him, so hopefully he does. Okay, I think that's it. I mean, I think this is fine, right? I don't see anything going on there. We can do this community store one. Now I can just restart Home Assistant, do this. It's not going to break anything. We'll just check this other config checker. Laser hacking video was hilarious. Poor bruh. Like his style, but it's hard making videos all the time. Kind of takes over your life. Yeah, it does. Yeah. Thank you. Gumpel. What you probably like is you like watching me struggle with people's gamer tags, right? Gumpel. I like that. Gumpel. I haven't put out any video in like 3 weeks. I've got some videos to put out, but I don't know. I'm gonna stream. So that's the stepper motor. All right. Beautiful 3D printed box. And so this twists. Wait, what does that do? That twists. Does that just rotate them this way? Regards from a Portuguese in the UK. How's it going, Pedro? I got a shipment of BH Onofri's on the way. Got your UDM today. Yeah? Good luck, man. If you run into trouble, we should maybe I should go back and summarize some of the changes that I made. I don't even remember what they all were. But I got lots of help from these guys because I had a lot of troubles, especially with the 2.4 gigahertz stuff. But I think most of it has been worked out. I think it's mostly been worked out. Renee says, use it with change mod 750 UDP SH. Wasn't a fan at first, but after Rob linked to so many of your videos, I very much grew to it. Well, thank you, Sam. Yes, Terry, I got my, I am a Ubiquity guy now. Unify guy, whatever. Yes, I have the Dream Machine, and so far just one access point. So I definitely need some more access points. But I'm gonna slowly get access points. I'm not gonna go crazy right away, especially right now. Oh yeah, there's Govee. There's a Govee is the one Ikafar shared. The only Philips Hue HDMI sync box alternative. Interesting. Paul's a funny dude. I think Rob's got more subscribers now than Paul does. Rob's killing it. That's not bad. Oh, it's the one with the camera. Okay, so that's how it works. You put the camera up there. Camera port, LED port, DC. That's it. Maybe that's the right way to go. I mean, that's not bad. That's not a bad price. That's less than what we would spend on the DIY parts list probably. So what's his final verdict? Does he say here? Does anybody give me the summary? I'm not going to watch it right now. So give me the summary. Did he say he liked it? He kind of liked it. If he doesn't bag on it, then it's probably a decent product, right? Because he doesn't hold back. If he doesn't like it, he tells everybody. You want Wi-Fi 6, Pinky? Can I do ESPHome set start max to roller blinds? Why did I switch? Oh, because the reason I switched was because that was what was showing up. That was what was showing up. So if maybe now that I've restarted it, something else will show up. But what was showing up as options for me was 106, or was B6, not B7. That's why I switched. Requires a 55-inch TV or bigger. Oh, because the camera has to be able to see everything. Yeah, he's not a fan, huh? Be the most universal as it would work no matter where the source came from. Yeah, yeah, that would work. Kind of sucks that it has to stick up like that, but you know what? Honestly, if we're going simple, that's what I would recommend. Seems to make sense. Oh, cool. That's a little stepper. Yeah, that's a little stepper. So then that just opens them and closes them. Cool. I did that. Well, you know how I did that. You guys probably all watched that at some point or other. He's not exactly fair. Upgrade using the terminal and VS Code with HA Core update. Why would I want to do that, Piston? Well, I just curious. Oh, I see what you're saying. Duh, right. Because it doesn't show up here. Okay. Let's go to this. I've been just wasting time all day. You got anything done today? So I asked my kids, did you get anything done today? I don't actually ask them that. Example config check. Do I have that in my config? Okay, so we got to put that in here. Config check. And then service config check run. Okay. Now I got to restart again. Two hours later, still on 106. Stream time. Yeah, Sam. Yeah. Salty Automation, what's going on, my friend? How you been? We're doing good. First time in a long time. You sent me the Nook, right? You sent me the Nook. Are you still making videos? You were streaming for a bit. You doing anything there? Anytime I stream is good. Well, thank you, Nick. I really did intend on updating. I guess as long as we update before we end, then technically we still delivered, right? Unavailable states using ESPHome. Yeah, using ESPHome on a Sonoff S26. I get a lot of random unavailable states on a lot of different devices, Adam, unfortunately. Oh, started a new job at Google. Nice. All your free time and then some. Hey, makes you money, I guess. Well, good for you, man. Hopefully they got you doing something cool. Yeah, Adam. So I would recommend, can you putting when you do an ESPHome sketch, this I learned the hard way recently. Always put in, excuse my yawn, I didn't take a nap today. Always put in the web, what do they call it, the web console or something. I'll look at it in a minute once I can't right now because these aren't up. But once ESPHome's back up, I can look at it and I'll show you. So that basically you can get to the web interface for that device. It's kind of like, gives you like a control panel, like Tasmota almost kind of thing. And then there's a couple other things. I've been putting in static IP addresses, and I've been, what was the other thing? Captive something. Is the unavailable only recent, like the last few months? That's what I found anyways, which sucks, because it's all of my light switches. Okay, that seemed to work. Let's go to services. And we're going to run config check run, call service. And then where's it going to go? Because I don't have that open anymore. Is it going to go to the logs then? Do I have to go to the logs to look at it? Which logs? Has IO page decided not to come up now? Community logs. Oh crap, everything all of a sudden is, oh, it's because it wasn't totally restarted. It was only mostly restarted. Let's try that again. Community store, got too many things on the side panel. That's not totally loaded yet either. Sheesh, if there's an issue with the config check, it'll show up in the notification. Oh, okay. Okay, good. Thank you. So if nothing configures it, okay. Thank you very much, Emil. Thank you, buddy. Try moving the mouse arrow on my screen. It's not moving because it's your mouse. That's awesome. Oh man, that's funny. Thank you. Okay, so we should be good. So, but these guys said, let's do this 107, right? So that means, so who's going to walk me through that? So you want me to go to, in the VS Code add-on, which is probably not up to date. Oh, what do you know it is? Just going to show like my secrets. Okay. I understand. And then I should be able to, how do I don't usually use this. I've used it, but not very often. I thought there was a, where's the console? Isn't there like a console tab somewhere down here? Tech Turtle, yay! Just got through setting up Unify app, first one. The settings, right? Isn't it crazy? It is crazy the amount of stuff that they will let you modify. It is crazy. Some 2D converts still work flawlessly. Found after some fault finding that I can't even ping the device every so often, and that's when it's unavailable. So it's fallen off the network, huh? Recently deleted the file from an ESPHome device, so now it still works, but can't change anything on it or see it in ESPHome. Luckily, it still works. I don't have the code anymore. Ooh. Sounds like you're gonna have to take it out and reflash it, huh? Orange blinds thing. I'm on a work call and missed you guys talking about it. Oh, hamburger menu for the terminal. It's not here. Oh, this one? Terminal. Thank you. New terminal. Okay, great. Thank you. So then what do I run? Yes, I was looking for the terminal, Renee. Thank you. And then there's a, if somebody would just type me out the command, that would be so much appreciated. Mucho thank yous. Just for a minute or two at a time, probably 10 to 20 times a day. Dang, that sucks. Okay, H8 core update, that version. Great, got it. Here we go. All right, the moment you've all been waiting for. Wait, that didn't work. Okay, I can't cut and paste. Dang it. Okay. If you got fingers, cross them. Error, see logs. Okay. There's too many places to go see logs now. Where am I supposed to go see logs? Logs. Whoa. Are those brand new log? That's brand new stuff. Clear. Let's do it again. Let's go back here. Now, can I tab or can I up arrow? Nope. I have to type it again? Dang it. What the heck? Full image tag. Maybe it's just not available. Can't install. Not found. What do you suppose that means there, fellas? Yeah, only B6 is available. Yeah. That's probably why it didn't show up here. So we'll do 6. We'll do 6, and we'll do 7 tomorrow. Thanks for the Christmas lights video. You are so welcome. Barney of the Rubble. That's awesome, Barney Rubble. That's awesome. Thank you. You're welcome. You are welcome. I love Christmas light. I love all those lights. In fact, so today, got his face game on today. That's right. I am not touching the face. There's like a force field. Gotta go. Find my other half. See you later if you're still going. Thanks, Jenny. I probably won't be. I'm going to probably sign off here in the next 10 minutes or so. And then we'll be back tomorrow at some point. We can look and see. I can look and see if I'm actually working tomorrow. Things are, as everybody is experiencing, things are loco at work for me. We don't know from day to day how many surgeries are going to be. We don't know if at some point, we haven't had a lot of cases yet, like cases of the actual infection. So we're not getting like overwhelmed in the ICU or anything. But they keep talking about ICUs or operating rooms becoming the ICU as well. Okay, it doesn't look like I'm working tomorrow. So if this holds, right now I'm not on the list. But it doesn't look like they've assigned everything yet. So if this holds, if I'm not working tomorrow, which right now it doesn't look like I am, there's only a couple more things to be assigned. So if I'm not working, then I will do the same time tomorrow. Vermont is up to 12. Is that where you are, Blade? You in Vermont? Let's do this. Let's go to Nightbot. And we will update it right now. You have access to this, Blade? Several people do. I know we were working on a Google Calendar integration. Grip lock ties. Don't forget your grip lock ties. Will you let us know on Twitter and Discord? When I go live, there should be something goes to Discord. You don't have access to this? Oh, we should change that. Oh, look at that. All the chats here. So this is how I do it. And this is why it's not always up to date, because it takes me a few minutes to click through all this. Okay, so tomorrow is going to be the 18th, correct? So let's plan for now on tomorrow. On tomorrow at the same time, because it looks like I might not be working. Even if I am working, there's a decent chance anyways that I'll be home. Oops, no, that's the correct time. That I'll be home by this time tomorrow. And that was the 17th. That's today. All right, knucklehead. Numbers are hard. What comes after 6? 8. Okay, there it is. Yeah. As soon as Google starts cooperating, yeah. Remind me to put you on here, Blade, and let you update that, because I don't want to just give anybody a remedial task to do. But Indiana has 30. Last I heard, I think we had about 18. Someone know if there's a way to get ESPHome code off in ESPHome when it's no longer in ESPHome. Good question, Sven. I don't know, brother. Not that I know of, that's for sure. Don't see any green. There it is. That's why you missed it. You missed it earlier. I had this on. This was what my girls were harassing me. I need a Node-RED integration to the bot to make it easier to update. Would that work? Now you're just pulling my chain. Now you're just Sir Goodenough is just poking at Blade with Node-RED, teasing him that I don't do Node-RED. If enabled in the config, you can compile the binary and then upload it. Yeah. Oh, enabled in the config. You can compile the binary and then upload it using the web interface. Well, I think what he's got to, I think, Quindor, what he's talking about is if there's a way to get ESPHome code off an ESP when it's no longer in ESPHome. So I think he uploaded the sketch onto the board, so it's running the right sketch, but all of the work, the files that went into creating that, compiling, and the YAML and the INO and whatever is gone off his computer. And so he's trying to rebuild it backwards. It's in the snapshot if you did a backup. Good call, Tyson. Yes. Oh, Sven, pray for a backup. Yeah. Ooh, pray for a backup. Do I use normal Lovelace or a theme? I use a theme, Benji. I use a theme. This is really taking a long time. That's scary. Oh, as soon as I say it's taking a long time, it finishes. My ESPHome log off different devices And you can see the unavailable bits in each device. You know, it doesn't hurt to delete them from an integration and re-add them. I've done that several times when I've had troubles, and sometimes that helps. I don't know why. I don't know why. I don't know why. I love ESPHome. It's really a nice way to not have to write an Arduino sketch for somebody like me that can do some little bits of YAML. At least I understand some of the structure there, but I don't have the time to go back and learn how to do Arduino from scratch. So I like ESPHome for that. It's not perfect, I guess. What do I work with? All kinds of things. ESP Easy. There's always Tasmota. I mean, Tasmota still is fantastic and only getting better. Oh, I see what you're saying. What were we working with? Yeah. HA notifies me on the phone and Twitch also with Fire TV automatically opens Twitch to correct channel. Dang, Gary. Share that, brother. Share that with these guys. Post that somewhere. That's nice. What I use the Twitch integration as well. I use the Twitch integration to get a notification for other people streaming. I use ESPHome when it gets more stable. You know, the problem, Sam, is that I don't think it's getting a lot of development attention. Oh, I see what you're doing. Okay, cool. Thank you. All right. This looks like it worked. The following integrations platform could not be set up. Group. That's fine. Do we care? I don't think so. Oh, my overview, that changed. Okay, yay! Refresh. Okay, good. So this last time, I don't know what I did wrong. I did something wrong, and it was just a disaster. It looks like some of my thermometers are not working yet. That's okay. They'll come back, I'm sure. Okay. Oh, I got to make sure to turn this off because the air conditioning is going to turn on in a minute. So there was a couple people that someone say Node Red. Thank you, sir. Good enough. That is what I have. I did see that, Renee, just now. Thank you, sir. Much appreciated. All right. Somebody was asking about ESPHome. So I want to go in here and I want to show you. Let me see make sure I didn't leave any passwords in this. Like it matters. Yeah. Okay. So this is what I've been doing. I went back through my ESPHome devices and I added basically all of this. So I know we've had discussion about static IP or no static IP. I've used a static IP. This one actually, this is a mistake. I should change this because that static IP is inside of Genesis subscribe. Thank you. That static IP address is actually inside the DHCP range, which is no, right? So, but I did that wrong. Yeah, whatever. I did it. I've got some numbers outside that range that I should have used for this one. For this particular one, for whatever reason, I didn't. But doing this web server port 80 means that I can go to this board and toggle the switches and stuff without Home Assistant or without a connection here working. So that's a great way to be able to troubleshoot and some things. And then this also, if it falls off the network, it will default to an access point mode, which by default they don't do. Like Tasmota does, I believe, but these don't. So this is good to do. So I went back through and changed all of my ESPHomes to do this. Captive portal, I can't remember what that does. I'm sure you guys could check it out, but it is not suggested, but the DHCP will see it as busy and will work fine. Yeah, thank you. I'm glad. His Home Assistant runs on Proxmox. Any reason for it? Is it more stable? The only reason, Tosh, is the hardware that I had available to me, thanks to Salty Automation, who sent me a Nook a long time ago. The only reason is because the hardware is capable of doing a lot more than just running Home Assistant. Home Assistant's pretty light. That's why it runs well on a Pi. So I set it up on Proxmox as a virtual machine just so I could use that hardware for other things. That's it. So I could have several virtual machines running and do different things and tinker around, and that could be sort of my box to do that on. But honestly, I think for a lot of people, and for me, what I would do now is probably run, I know Frank hates them, but maybe an ESP or a Raspberry Pi 4 or even a 3, whatever. But go through the process of getting a real hard drive working with it. And I know Andres, this guy with the Swiss accent, just did a video about how to get a Raspberry Pi 4 working with a solid state hard drive. And I would do that and then run Home Assistant on that. I think it would be beautiful. And I would not touch it. I wouldn't run VirtualBox or anything, or I wouldn't run Proxmox or anything. I would just go straight to Home Assistant, which I guess is not Home Assistant Core. I got it wrong the other night. Thank you for whoever corrected me. I can't remember. That's what I would do. I think that would work really well. Z's server preferred. DM is okay too. Captive Portal is useful to change Wi-Fi and password. Okay. Is that what it does? It lets you do that? So it lets you get in there and change and reassign it to the network if you changed your network password and stuff. Exactly. Mark's got it. Okay. Raspberry Pi 3 with an SSD. Yeah, perfect. The only problem I really had with the Raspberry Pi, I had two problems. The biggest and the real reason to change is because of the SD card failing. And I had an SD card failed and it sucked. And I know people that have had several SD cards fail, probably not buying the most robust SD cards, but it also has to do with what your Home Assistant is doing. And if it's doing a lot of reading and writing to the drive, which it does, every state change really, right, is writing something. That's what wears out those SD cards. And so having your Home Assistant hard memory as an SD card is bad. So getting a Pi to run with an SSD as the main hard drive where it boots from and everything, that's what you want. That would be perfect. But Frank and the guys are also working on other, small single board computers like Odroid and some of those that run on a different processor. That would be a really cool option to think about as well. So a DIY NAS with a lot of Docker stuff running. Started on SD, backed up to Google, remade with SSD, restored from Google backup, done. Yeah, Mark, sounds perfect, dude. While I was waiting on the SSD to come in. I have a Raspberry Pi. I mean, I have several of them that are sitting around doing nothing, and I have an SSD that's sitting around doing nothing. So I've thought about doing it, but I just, too many things on the plate, so too much stuff to do. Nooks are so much faster, though. If you're changing and testing all the time, it saves so much time. Yeah, true. My Nook is an i3. It's still plenty fast. It's really pretty fantastic, which is why I used Proxmox, because I had the capacity. It's got the ability. It's got way more resources, hardware resources than it needs for Home Assistant alone. So that's why, long answer for a short question. That's why I use Proxmox. All right. I think it's time for sign off. So last time I used an external database for Home Assistant, it was not nice. You can set up the SD card as read-only for the Pi, but you could modify it on Windows. Had a Pi with an SSD, moved to Nook with SSD with Proxmox. Better. Yeah, I'll bet. I'll bet. I must note to everyone, though, that after a lot of messing, I found it actually needs a supplemental PSU to feed the SSD. Oh, really? Well, that makes sense, right? Because even the little... an insufficient power supply is probably the cause of a lot of Raspberry Pi problems, right? Thanks for the stream. Had a blast. Don't forget to hit that like. Thank you, sir. Good enough. I'm going to see if anybody comes up here in the next 30 seconds or so. If not, we're going to sign off and be done. macOS doing my head in. Uh-oh. Sorry, Doug. Good luck, brother. Nice to chat. See you next time. Yeah, maybe tomorrow. Guess I better start some work now. Have fun, everyone. Be safe. All right. Pi 4 has since done SSD. Pi yet. Just Home Assistant, a VM, and Hyper-V, and it works out well. Yeah. SD card database in the same sentence leads to catastrophes. Yeah, that's probably right. Photochromax, you're exactly right. It's the database that just. This will bring out all VMs. Okay, I have my ninja suit on. Yeah, this is so the girls don't pinch me. All right, Dawson did such a good job on signing off yesterday. Should we let him do it again today? Yeah. All right, here he is, the one, the only, Mini Z's. Batman. Oh, I can see right through your chest. All right, sign off for us, brother. The little girls aren't here. Nope. They went to play at somebody's house. ASMR. As always, thanks for watching. Until next time. that. Okay. Well, that was good. All right, guys. Have a good one. We'll see you tomorrow.